Sweet life, sweet life, sweet life.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Cece from Sweet Life of Cece, and today I am going to share my sweet potato pie recipe with you guys. I know we usually do a lot of cake decorating tutorials, but I thought since it was getting into the holiday season and a lot of people are probably going to do some holiday baking, so I just wanted to share my sweet potato pie recipe with you guys. So, what you're going to need is 3 large sweet potatoes. You're going to need some evaporated milk. You're going to need eggs. You're gonna need have a butter vanilla flavoring, so we're gonna use that. You're gonna need 2 sticks of butter. I have regular vanilla. I have lemon extract. I have cinnamon, nutmeg, lemon juice, flour, and sugar. Now my butter is actually salted. I picked it up by mistake, and you can use salted or unsalted butter. And so usually I would put salt in this recipe, but because I actually have the salted butter, we're not gonna put any extra salt in there. So this is what you're gonna need. I will write all the ingredients down below, and let's get started, guys. First thing we're gonna do is wash these sweet potatoes. As you know, or you may not know, sweet potatoes are a root vegetable, which means they grow like underground in the dirt. So we're gonna get in there and wash them real good. Just get any excess dirt that may be on them off. Just rinse them under the water, rub them, maybe like a minute or two. So here we're just poking holes in each potato, and then we're putting them on a baking sheet, and then they're gonna go into the oven. Okay, so I have my oven preset to 350, and like I said, they're gonna go in there for about an hour. Okay guys, so they've been going for about an hour now. As you can see, we got 20 minutes left, and I'm just testing them, and they're firm to the touch, but they're not soft enough for me. So I'm gonna let them go like the rest of the 20 minutes, and I'm probably gonna add like another 10 minutes. So probably like an hour and 30 minutes in total. So I'm gonna put them back in there for like 30 more minutes, and we'll be back. So now they're out of the oven. They were in there for an hour and 30 minutes. I've let them cool down a little bit. And so now they're still warm to touch. And so now we're gonna go in and peel them and just get the skin off of them and get all if there's any little black spots on it, we're gonna get those off as well. So the skin should come off fairly easy. And as you can see, it's still kind of hot. You can let yours cool down a little bit more. As you can see, my potatoes are very hot. You could have let yours cool down just a little bit more, but I like to work with mine when they're hot because I melt my butter right into the potatoes. But if you can't, if you don't feel like you can handle them that hot, by all means, let them cool down a little bit more. And while I'm getting the skin off, I like to go into the little dark spots and get those off as well. So now that we got the 3 sweet potatoes, like I said, they're still super hot. We're gonna go in and add our 2 sticks of butter, and we're gonna mash the butter right into those. And this butter is room temperature, so it should melt pretty easily. Okay, so in our mixer, we're gonna go in with 4 cups of sugar. And then we're also gonna go in with 3 eggs. And I crack my eggs inside the measuring cup just in case there's any shells. I never like to crack them in the actual bowl because it's hard to dig the shells out. So we're gonna go in with our 3 eggs. And then we're gonna whisk this all together. We're gonna start it off on low speed. Kind of let it start creaming together. And I just like to stop it and then let it go a little faster. Now we're gonna go in with I have a mix of vanilla butter, but you could just use regular butter extract. But I like this one because I feel like it gives it a good flavor. So we're gonna put half a teaspoon of that. And then we're gonna put half a teaspoon of regular vanilla. And then half a teaspoon of lemon extract. And then we're gonna let it go again. Okay, so now we're gonna start adding the sweet potato and butter mixture into. So I like to do it about maybe a cup at a time. Here I'm adding 6 tablespoons of the all-purpose flour, and then I'm going to add a cup of the evaporated milk. So now I'm adding the rest of the can of the evaporated milk to the mixer. So next I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon and 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. And I actually went back in and added a little bit extra nutmeg just because I like the flavor that it gives. So throughout the mixing process, I keep stopping the mixer, and then the strings that catch around the whisk, I actually rinse them off and then put it back into the mixer and go again. I do that about 3 times. Here I'm just using my spatula to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything gets all incorporated. And I'm going to rinse that whisk off again before I put it back down in there. So once you got your mix pretty incorporated and it's smooth enough, and you're not catching any of the additional strings from the sweet potatoes in your whisk, then it's time to put them in the actual pie shells. These are deep dish pre-made pie shells that I got from the grocery store. But if you guys want me to show you how I make them, the pie crust from scratch, I can do an additional video for that if you comment below. But these are going to go into an oven that was preheated at 350, and they're going to go in for about an hour and a half or until they're golden brown and set. You want to just wiggle it around before you take them out to make sure the middle is not still jiggly. And this is how they look once they come out after an hour and a half. Aren't they gorgeous? They're nice and golden brown. They look gorgeous. And like I said earlier, I added 1 additional potato. So it did end up making 3 pies, and they are gorgeous. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to my channel.
Sweet life, a sweet, 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 sweet life.